account. Autumn bounty falls in a single night's wind. Now the apples await, glance upwards, their reds, their greens, from the ground. I will take account of this beauty left, pick the best of the bruised drops. At dusk, wild turkeys emerge from the shades of poplar, ash, grape, stride in their twilight trance, upslope to the grove. Night now, daughter, let me tell you the sum of my day. Gathered a bushel of apples, saw 13 turkeys, then a flock of robins and 2 companion flickers on the bank. Oh, how their red blazed on their heads. The afternoon was warm, but already birch leaves scatter on the patio under my feet. So many bees were gathering on the mint, I could not cut it down. The blossoms like little spires of mauve, and the bees buzzing, late prayers there in this last land of milk and honey. I remembered how back when the big maple shed a million leaves, how you and I raked them up into an expansive heap of yellows and reds. They are falling late this year. How you jumped in, I reclined. We smelled the wood smoke from the aldens and the dropped apples close by. The wool of our sweaters, I held your damp hand, touched your cold cheek, red to mine. Do you remember my hand holding yours, what autumn gave you, gave me? Do you remember the streaked apples? Oh, they're reds, they're greens. The innocence of the beasts. Almost 9 o'clock this October night, and long dark, driving down the dead-end road, I see the kitchen windows light. I hear the moving branches, rustling leaves greet me. Almost 9 o'clock, I turn finally to my border collie, stroke and notice her soft underchin, how close that softness is to her large, kind eyes, her sweet nature, its devotions. So almost 9 o'clock at night, away from home for hours, now I bend to consider her and the innocence of the beasts. I flick off the kitchen lights. A white moth rests on the geranium. A mouse or two shuffle behind the stove inside the tea cupboard. In bed, in the dark, I hear the wings of young bats stretch out, then in as they relax in the rafters. And I'm going to conclude with a piece called Under Wintry Constellations. And again, thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate sharing my poems with you. 11-year-old boy, thin shadow that you are, your day's work at the brickyard is done. Under wintry constellations of lit windows at twilight, walking past the blocks where Eddie and Teresa and Jerry and Willie live and lean now over their books and lessons. Under 20 or so dim streetlights at dusk, walking past Église Saint-Pierre, where the widows, Madame Gilbert and Thibault, light candles and genuflect and pray, where the organist, Monsieur Parent, practices for Sunday Mass. Under moonlit spires of cold stone at dark, walking past the drift of ghostly notes, past shop windows, mirroring a sturdy boy with bare hands and head with ragged coat. Now you run up the walkway, the wooden steps, the hallway stairs, home. Under the halo of kitchen light, opening the package you carry, extending your hands, giving this gift to your almost blind mother, her tears of gladness fall as you exclaim, "V'là le fromage, v'là le pain." Here's the cheese, here's the bread. 11-year-old boy working outdoors, blue eyes tearing with the wind's whip, the dust of bricks, counting and loading, pulling wagons, unloading. Count you could and multiply and divide, best in your 5th grade class in arithmetic, solving problems your teacher faltered over at the board during this, your final year of school. That story often told as a moral lesson. About what? What, I wondered, hearing you, Father, at 80, your blue eyes welling up again, dragging me in, was the lesson we give what we can? Or we lose what we hope for? Or was it love will bless us with tears? Thank you very much.